Hey guys, it's been a while, but welcome back to some more Sims videos. So today, I think what I would like to do is, oh my god, my cat is rubbing my lights. Hey, no, you're not. Hold on, she's not allowed back there. I gotta go remove her quickly. I don't know why she insists on jumping up behind my monitors where like all of my cabling is, but it's just not the vibe. She needs to stop doing that. But anyways, as I was saying before, I was so rudely interrupted. I kind of want to start my own save file, and I know I've messed around with this on stream a little bit, but I think it would be really fun to make a YouTube series where like in each episode I rebuild one of the lots that are in the worlds. So we're gonna just go ahead and start out in Willow Creek and keep things fresh, and you guys will all be able to download the houses as long as you have the game packs. I'm gonna keep it like if it's in Brindleton Bay, I'm only going to use base game and cats and dogs and stuff like that. So hopefully you guys will be able to download these worlds and play in them too as you watch me build them. So let's go ahead and hop into the game and see what build we're going to start with today. All right, so I guess we will be starting a new game. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Oh boy, this is exciting. We have to create our first sim. I'm just going to do this really quickly and randomize it so we can jump into the builds. Ooh, nothing gets me more excited than like a fresh world that I haven't built in yet. Like, oh my god, I'm really ready for this, you guys. I'm gonna go ahead and start in the summer so that all of the flowers will be in bloom while we are building. Nothing is more frustrating than having like a dead garden. Willow Creek. And I think today we're just gonna go ahead and get started with this lot right here called the Streamlet Single, and we're gonna go ahead and renovate this. Alrighty, so here we are, the Streamlet Single, and first things first, you guys will notice, and I think a lot of people know this, but the Willow Creek area is supposed to be kind of like New Orleans style. I'm just basically going to be taking this house and making it look a little bit nicer. I am not going to intentionally change too much of it. So by that, I mean, I'm probably going to try to play along with the original color scheme. I know the green is ugly, but at the same time, I would like to imagine it being a more realistic renovation where I'm taking the build and just making it look better. So for example, we're probably going to change the orientation of a lot of the furniture in here and maybe give it a better floor plan. So let's go ahead and jump right into the speed build, shall we? All right, so I started out here by lowering the foundation as always because I feel like EA's builds are always stacked too high. And you see me taking items here. I like to specifically take items that EA use, so I'm pulling some plants over and I'm also keeping the windows, and you will see me keep like the columns and the deck as well because I want to keep the similar vibes. I want people to be able to recognize this house as Streamlet Single. I want people to be able to recognize it as Streamlet Single and not be like, oh, there's just a new house here. So throughout the challenge, I'm not going to be entirely making like bulldozing and making a new house. I'm going to be taking what's there and just making it look better. Now, I would like you guys to keep in mind that during this challenge, I'm going to be trying to keep the budgets similar to how they started. So for this build, it was around, I think, 15,000 simoleons, so it's one of the cheaper starter homes. I will admit that I went above 20,000 simoleons, but I think when I list it on the gallery, it will still be under, so that way you can purchase this as a starter home for your Sims, because that's the goal that I'm going for. I just, you know, let the aesthetics take over, as they say. So right now, I am just trying to find places for windows. Whenever I make my houses, I always decorate the front of the house first and get the windows set up. So I'm doing that right now, and then I usually leave the rest of the house till later. I think that it's important. Probably the most important room in a house that you need to keep in mind when placing windows is the kitchen. Like, where's your kitchen gonna go? How is it gonna fit in there? Because nobody likes a kitchen with counters that are like overlapping the windows. So keep that in mind when you're building. It's a good building tip. From here on, I hate to say it, but I kept the ugly green roof shingles. They're ugly and stupid. And this roof actually did take me quite a long time to figure out. It's a small house, so there's not much to it, and I didn't really have a lot of creative freedom. I didn't want to make the house too big and have it be too expensive, so here I am finicking with it. At least I did change the trim to white though, because the green trim was just, not a vibe, my friends. It is actually quite embarrassing. I think that most of this video is me doing the roofing. Yeah, I think about half of it is, so I'm very sorry about that. This is kind of embarrassing. I promise I'm better at roofing than this normally. But as we keep moving on here, I just want to let you guys know, thank you for all the support. I seriously did not expect us to hit our subscriber goal before the end of September. I wanted to hit it before October, but you guys smashed it, and we are already on our way like to the next subscriber goal, so thank you for that. I'm really excited to keep doing this series, so I'm really bad at doing series. I need you guys to hold me to it to finish this. I really want to go through through and remake every single plot. Now, I'm not a big fan of commercial plots though, I'm gonna be honest with you. So by that I mean like a library or a pool or a gym. Those aren't my fave, so I'm gonna probably have to just buckle down and do it. I really definitely enjoy building starter houses, so I'm gonna be out here thriving in Willow Creek for the first part of this series because we're gonna be focusing neighborhood by neighborhood, and I think I'm just gonna go in an order that like makes sense. If there is a build that I'm not feeling one day, but I do want to put out a video, I might just like hold off and be like, oh, we'll come back to her. We're not there today. Sorry, gotta put you on hold. But yeah, other than that, I am hoping to put these videos out, not daily, because I am primarily a Twitch streamer. So for me, that means most of my day is involved in live streaming. And I think that it does take up roughly the same amount of time as it does to create content on YouTube. But at the same time, it's hard to do both. So I'm trying to find more of a balance to where I have time to stream, but also have time to make videos. Those of you who have been following me for a while know that whenever I make layouts for houses, I usually place items that I will be later either 1, recoloring, or 2, replacing. So if you see me placing items and you're like, oh my gosh, that doesn't look good, just know that for me, whenever I build, I like to get an idea of like how I want to lay things out first. So I might put like an ugly couch down just to be like, this is where a couch goes. So hold your comments. I know a lot of you on Twitch are like, put a rock down. Listen, I have like an order I go in my head. I don't know about you guys, but I don't just like randomly go and toss things into a room and be like, yeah. No, I go like main pieces of furniture, and then I go to like accent pieces of furniture, then I go to like floors, and then I go to walls. I have like a system in my head that I follow, like a checklist. So whenever you come in and you're just like, where's the curtains? I'm gonna be like, does it look like we're on the curtains yet? No, you guys need to calm down. But no, in all honesty, it's really fun. Just don't come in and yell at me, please. I don't like being yelled at. I wanted to turn the chimney into an extra cubby space because it was there, and I was like, well, this is a starter home, so we might as well use the space if we have it. So I decided to turn it into a kind of like artist corner, and I liked the exposed brick in there, so I thought it looked nice in that bedroom. It was one of my favorite parts of the house, to be honest, but it's hard to have a favorite part of a starter home because there's not much you can do about it. I really like cluttering builds. If you ever watch me build live on Twitch, you'll be like, oh my gosh, does she ever stop placing plants? The answer is no. There is never too many plants in a build. Don't come in and tell me like, girl, you need to slow down. No, you need to slow down. You should figure out how awesome it is to clutter builds. I like cluttering them because they make them feel more lived in, but a starter home, you can't really do that. It's kind of like you just move in and there's nothing there, so you can't really tell a story with the items that you put in there. But I do like the aspect of the challenge of a budget for a starter home because you can't have more than 20,000 simoleons, otherwise you can't purchase it and it doesn't count as a starter home. But I did think that this home originally only has 1 bedroom in it, so I upgraded it to 2 bedrooms. There is a toddler bed in there, so if you do have a family, this could be a family home. Not the best family home, I will admit. However, I made sure to include all of the basic skill building items and even included an easel for fun. The only thing that we don't have is a bookshelf, but I did get a computer in there, which I think kind of makes up for the lack of a bookshelf. We have like the TV, a skill building item. I even put in a toy chest for a toddler, so I think we're doing pretty well. This build will not have a backyard though, unfortunately. I like to add back porches to my builds normally, but there was no room. The money was not there. She's gone. Where did she go? I don't see her. We ran out of money pretty quickly, and I wanted to make sure I still had money for landscaping, so you'll see me like go to place things down and then decide not to put them, and you might be like, why? It looked good there. But in the back of my head I was like, oh, but this could be a flower bush out front, and you know how I feel about the outside of my houses. They need to look nice, otherwise nobody's gonna buy them. Are you gonna buy a house if it doesn't look appealing from the outside? I don't think so. All right, and as we come to the end of the build here, I do a lot of landscaping. Well, okay, not a lot of landscaping because I didn't have too much money. But I would like to point out how important it is to add landscaping to your builds, because if you don't add landscaping, your builds will not look integrated into the world. And what I mean by that, it will look like somebody literally like took your building and was like, this goes here, instead of it just being built there and like meshing with the world. So a tip from me to you, whenever I like to place landscaping, I look around and see what's in the world. So I know that these flowers came with the build because they were already there. I included those, and then I looked around later. You'll see me spin my camera around and see what kind of trees are around. I noticed some large oak trees, and then also I think they're called European beech trees. I can't remember the exact word for them. You'll have to correct me on that. The video is going too fast for me to read the words anyways, but I like to place trees because they just add a lot to a house. A house without trees looks very naked and barren, unless it's in Oasis Springs, of course. So there is an option there, because obviously it's a desert. As always, I had a lot of fun with this build, and I hope you guys enjoyed watching my process. I'm really excited to get building and finish the rest of Willow Creek, because I have started a lot of builds before, but I have never finished them, so I'm hoping we can do that together in this YouTube series. But anyways, we're at the end of the speed build, and it is time for a tour, so please enjoy as we finish the speed build. Thank you. Isn't this nice? We're here on a loading screen together, just us. Never mind, sorry, the moment was ruined. Alright, so here's the house and what it looks like from the front. Honestly, curbside appeal, I like it. I like it a lot. I think it looks cute, and I do think that the chimney adds a lot to it as well. And I like that this oak tree kind of overhangs here. But let's go ahead and check out the inside. Right here, as you guys can see, I have a front entranceway with a computer. I assume that this could expand out later into an office maybe. I am known for using half walls and spandrels, so if you did not know that and you are new to my channel, you can expect a half wall spandrel combo in a lot of my builds. It's just kind of my staple. I love spandrels. Over here we have the, what I would call the parents' bedroom. Very, very small. Definitely I would extend this out maybe a tile or two here if I could. That would be my first upgrade right there, so that they could actually slide into bed without having to get past this nightstand. That would be a really, really good first upgrade if you were to buy this house, or not buy this house, download this house and play in it. But I really do like this corner. I think it's kind of cute to imagine maybe they painted this flower. Very quaint, very adorable, lots of room for growth. And then over here we have the kitchen, also pretty basic and plain. You can definitely upgrade these appliances when you make more money. We do have a smoke detector, so don't be worrying about it. If your sim starts a fire, they're not going to die. We have a trash can here, we have a full dining table here, and then over here is the living room. Cheap furniture, nothing too exciting. Again, I was trying to stay in a budget. I went over by a little bit, but if you guys see, when I go to upload it on the gallery, it is under 20,000 simoleons because it factors in the cost that it takes to buy the land, which is 2,000 simoleons. So generally when you're renovating, you do have a 2,000 simoleon cushion. We'll call it a cushion. I don't know what you would call that. Got some nice paintings on the wall. I don't really like how flat this wall is here. That's probably the least favorite part about this build. It's just flat. It's flatter than, nah, we're not gonna go there. But you know what I mean. This bathroom is kind of disgusting and empty. There is a window behind the shower curtain, and normally I don't like to put windows behind showers, but I think it works out because it's a curtain, so it could be like pulled around. But we got a toilet and a sink. And then over here we have a toddler bedroom. We got a toy chest, a blurfy, a lamp, and that is it. This kid has nothing. This is their dresser right here. But yeah, pretty simple house. Not too shabby. You could honestly expand back here and add a back porch if you wanted to. But yeah, I think that this house turned out pretty cute overall, and I do like how it looks from the outside, which I think is the most important thing. Let me know down in the comments if you guys have ever renovated this house and what you did with it, because I wanted to keep it similar to how it started. I kept the green and I didn't change the basic color scheme. Did you guys like go all out and bulldoze it? Let me know. But that's gonna be it for today's episode of Shella rebuilds the entirety of The Sims 4. I don't know, we're gonna have to find a better title for that because that is definitely a mouthful. But I am really excited to go on this journey with you guys, and I will catch you guys on the next video where we will be tackling the next building, which is also probably going to be a starter home. So keep your eyes peeled. I always notify on Twitter and in my Discord server when I post new videos, but if you are subscribed to me here on YouTube, you should just get the notification as long as you have the notification bell turned on. If you guys haven't subscribed already, consider doing it. It really helps me out a lot as a content creator. We are trying to get monetized, which is something that will help me go full-time content creation. So thank you to everyone who's supporting me, and I will catch you in the next one. Take care. Thank you for watching my YouTube video. I don't know what I'm singing. This is my outro, but thanks. See you next time. Love you. Bye.